Hey, Calculator here. I'm here to review my brand new, well, sort of brand new, Provari from Provari. I've got it set up with a vape mate on the end of it, so it's a little more expensive than it would be without the vape mate. But I'm a dripper and I like it, and that's kind of the whole setup that I was looking for in the first place. To be able to adjust my variable volts and drip and get the right, how it is, the sweet spot of your vaping, so it's not burnt or it's good or whatever. So it's all good. The one thing nice about the Provari that I like a lot, it is a really nice unit. It's about twice the size of an Ego in your hand, but it's small. Um, it's like a thing of quarters, a sack of, or whatever, a thing of quarters. That's what it feels like in your hand. And I heard that out on the net before. Um, it has a great menu. Everything's digital on this thing, and it has a digital readout on the back. So you can test your atomizer, set your voltage, everything on a program based on pressing the button. Um, and how many buttons you press triggers the menu. It's a really simple menu, by the way. It's incredibly simple and nice. You learn it in about 5 minutes, and you figured it all out. But um, the only thing I don't like about the Provari, this button flashes when you're gone through a certain cycle of your battery life. And when that's flashing, you can see it 100 feet away. So if you're out and about and you want to stealth vape, you gotta try to hide that button, and because it flashes all the time, and you can even set it off and it still flashes. So I've talked to the company about that. They say they have to do it that way, so that's the way it is. They can't change it. But to me, I think they're going to have to change it because people other than me are going to complain about it. I've got an Ego, and the only thing the Ego does is when the battery goes dead, it flashes several times and you don't get a vape out of it. What's wrong with that? And that's what they needed to do with this. They didn't need to tell you your battery's low in 4 hours. No, no, that's not kind of with me. But anyway, but on the other hand, this thing works great, feels good, uh, good button, nice catch cup on the end of it. If you vape a lot and you want to drip, you gotta have a catch cup. Ask everybody that vapes. That's the way it is. Because you're going to put more juice in there than you want to because you don't want a dry vape. Because every time a dry vape, you have a chance of burning out your atomizer and it's more expensive. So, and then you have the double whammy with this, which is nice. This thing knows when your atomizer is overstressed and it won't let you vape it. That's a nice feature. That's an excellent feature because I've burnt out many atomizers in my short time of vaping. If I had this earlier, I would have never done that. So there you have it. There you go. So all that stuff's important, and you gotta consider that. And I'm gonna give this a 9 out of 10. Even though I've said some negative things, but it's all positive because this is way ahead of its time. And everybody right now, if you look out on the web, right now, everybody's trying to copy this technology or get close to it or something like it because everybody's talking about it. So, I did the right thing. I purchased one and I'm liking it. And, they'll work out some of the things that, like, we all got to give them feedback on some of the things. But overall, what a nice machine. USA, made in the USA. Um, Professional. Every connection and everything is totally professional. It's not like it's handmade at all. This is all professionally made. and I like it, and I'm gonna, like I said, I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. And I'm the Kevulator, and I think it makes a difference when the Kevulator has an approval on something. There you have it. There you go. Have a good night.